What's up, coaches? Welcome to the Flexbone mini clinics. Today, Coach Rod and I are going to discuss the mesh of midline double, midline triple. We're going to discuss two topics. One's a traditional clock or hop to clear the cylinder, and one's a new school approach. If you enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe and hit like. Now let's get to it.
All right, coaches, we're going to teach you the traditional way now of how to coach up your quarterback footwork on midline. Okay, we recommend starting out by placing your quarterback on a white line, have them straddle it. Now what we want you to do is teach the quarterback footwork based on the clock method. Okay, so we're going to be referring to toe angle and heel angle in relation to his position on a clock. So basically, he's straddling the line. That's going to be the midline. And we want him to imagine that he's standing in the middle of a clock. 12 o'clock is going to be straight ahead of him. His toes pointing at 12. 6 o'clock is going to be directly behind him. 3 o'clock will be out to his right side. And 9 o'clock will be out to his left. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to go over the quarterback footwork on midline to the right. And we're going to be focusing on the traditional way to do it using the clock method. In this video, you're going to see the step, reach, and ride method, or what guys call the ride and decide, for the upper body portion, what the quarterback does with the football. We'll have a video that comes out another time that'll teach you guys about the point method. So let's go ahead and focus on the lower body and the quarterback's footwork for this video. Okay, let's talk about the first step. The first step on midline to the right is going to be where the quarterback steps with his opposite foot, so the left foot. We want him to step away from the midline, okay, because remember that fullback's coming down that midline cylinder. So we want the quarterback to step away from the cylinder, clear it. So the way to do that is he's going to step backwards and away where his heel ends up pointing at 7 o'clock on the clock, okay? So this first, watch this left foot here. I'll go ahead and hit play. Okay, he finishes with his heel pointing at 7 o'clock. Remember, 6 would be behind him, 12 is in front of him. Okay, so he steps with his left foot to where he can get his heel to point at 7 o'clock. Okay, now let's focus on the second step. The second step will be with the play side foot. So in this case, midline to the right, it'll be that right foot. We'll step with the play side foot backwards while you open your shoulders perpendicular to the line of scrimmage. We want to make sure with this second step that we clear the midline cylinder, we clear the midline, so the fullback can run right down the midline to the mesh point. Another key point is you want to make sure you have cleared the midline cylinder of both your head and your shoulders. Now the quarterback will pin your chin on your front shoulder. We're focusing in on the read key here, the number 1 dive key. We're going to pin your chin on your front shoulder and reach the ball back to the mesh with the fullback. The quarterback will have his eyes on the read key, and it's the fullback's responsibility to make the mesh happen. The fullback's job, the B-back's job, is to get his belly button over the football. So it's a thing of trust. The quarterback has to trust that the B-back is going to be to the mesh point, and the quarterback's got to make sure he makes the correct read, so he's got to make sure his eyes are focused on the defensive lineman that we're reading. We want to make sure the quarterback reaches that ball as far as he can to extend the read. The fullback in the mesh will push the quarterback's arms forward. The quarterback will then make the decision to give or keep by the time the football reaches his front knee. Regardless of a give or a keep, the quarterback will always finish as if he had the football. All right, here we go. Midline to the left now. We're going to use the same method that we just talked about. Okay, midline to the left. Quarterback's going to step with his opposite foot. So he's going to step with his right foot first. Okay, instead of stepping at 7 o'clock, we're now going to step at 5 o'clock. Okay, quarterback's going to step with his right foot 5 o'clock away from the midline, back and away from the midline. We want to end with his heel at 5 o'clock, pointed at 5 o'clock. There it is. Again, here we go. Second step will be with the play side foot backwards while you open your shoulders perpendicular to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. We want to end up with our eyes on our read key, okay, the defensive lineman that we're reading. Make sure our head and our shoulders have cleared the midline cylinder. We want to make sure we pin our chin to our front shoulder. Okay, here we're going to put it all together. This is going to be midline to the right. Quarterback's using the clock method, but he's repped this out so many times, he started to turn it into more of a hop. So it'll be a bang, bang. Okay, so quick it'll end up being a hop rather than 2 steps. Okay, I'll show you the speed of it, and it hits so fast that it looks like a hop. All right, here you're about to see this kid perform the hop. This kid was trained up in the clock system, but he got so good and so fast and quick, he developed a hop. Okay, so you'll see him push pivot off that left foot and just hop off the midline.
All right, coaches, this is the new school approach to midline double, midline triple footwork. This is Navy from a couple springs ago, working midline footwork on their A-frame. You're going to see this quarterback, he's going to open to pivot to clear the cylinder with his front foot. Okay, he's really going to slide that front foot and toe. Back foot's going to open to help exaggerate to clear the cylinder quicker. You can see here what it does is allows the B-back to not be on you as quick so that you can read through the mesh, get downhill. Also, you'll see as the video rolls, it allows you to plant your heels and stay off your toes. All right, and then when you drop step, a couple coaching points. When you drop step, the B's on you kind of really quickly. All right, so this allows you to swing. All right, push off that play side foot and point that toe back to where the B was at to have that correct stagger. All right, another coaching point, you want to have that ball beats your feet mentality. Okay, kind of like a string attached from the ball to the back toe of your foot to open that door. And again, open, pivot, swing. All right, give yourself some more time on the mesh. All right, and that's it. So that's all I've got for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click the bell to be notified when the next video is posted. Please go by and check out our website. The link's provided for you down in the description below. Viva la Triple!